Hi friends, welcome back to another Steam free-to-play review, and this is Marie's room. We are playing it again because I had my transparency enabled on my game capture, so it captured terribly. And then I just tried to play it and it was glitched, so we're gonna try it for a third time. Take 3, from the top. See how this goes.
I didn't want to come back.
Me
Why
neither.
would I, after all that's happened, even in here? So,
Okay, it didn't glitch.
where
Cool.
is the journal?
Where's the journal? Give me my family back.
I don't want to go back down.
Hey, you don't want to go back down? Me neither. That's fine. No big deal. Look at all the things.
California crisp white wines. I'll need a crate of those when I get out of here.
This should go a little bit quicker because I played
Look,
through this
Mr.
once.
Torres, I'm happy he finally got remarried. A honeymoon in the Bahamas. Wish I was there with them.
Oh, me too. Bahamas sounds super nice.
No, that's her parents' room.
Oh, well, whatever. Maybe I want to look into their parents' room. Think about that one?
Don't need to go in there. That's the bathroom.
Who's that?
Is that me? Oh my god, the hair. What was I thinking?
I don't know. What were you thinking, you crazy lady, you? That wacky, wavy, inflatable, flailing arm hair. You man. Okay, I think that's everything in there. Okay. Into the room. And then the game begins! Actually, let me see if there's anything I missed in here before I interact with the book. Oh, there's a map.
She wouldn't talk to me on the phone, so what else could I do? I drove all the way up there to Vancouver, freezing my ass off in that tin can of a car.
Okay, I missed that last time. Cool. Make sure I'm not missing anything else that I might possibly need to look at. The window's fixed. That's a story conspiracy right there. Unless they actually fixed it for some reason.
Of course I knew it was her. Who else? There was only one thing to do. Get to Marie.
I want my Marie back. There's nothing else that I'm missing in here. I don't think there is, but there. Who knows? You never know until you know. Okay, that should be good enough. What's up, journal?
Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly,
You shouldn't.
I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Flashback.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
Dun dun dun. But what happened to Marie? Let me make sure the game's recording. Okay, it looks like it is. If not, then I'll just freaking do it
She
again.
once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?"
No.
And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan.
Look
What I
at
didn't
you.
tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans. Have you ever peeled an orange so
Never.
juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun?
Juicy by
The
Big
trees in
Biggie
Mr. Jones's
Smalls.
garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
Freaking Trevor. Scumbag.
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her.
Excuse me.
I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres. Sometimes they got so hot this thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us.
Haha! Can I turn this on?
Sometimes it
I
got
guess
so
not.
hot. This thing wasn't doing
So
it
hot.
anymore. Then we'd take off. Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Interesting.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
So, something they do really well in this game is that the freaking story, like any object that this chick interacts with is her own feelings, and then when you read the journal, it has Marie's feelings.
She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again.
So, once we get to the end, I'll read the whole journal for what I have. Hopefully I have everything. I might not. I don't really know where everything's at, but I know enough to beat the game, and I know the main story, or what, pretty much all the key aspects of the story.
I couldn't afford a car, and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there. Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be, until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry. Every Tuesday, the food trucks would roll in. Me and Marie never missed Jorge's tamales. When I was a kid, Jorge would put some aside, just in case my mom was too drunk to feed me again. Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt. He had money, you see? He bought me things. I was gonna wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from.
Got some big ass fucking feet for a woman. Just saying.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't. There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took.
Broken window is here.
She was my friend, and I had to tell her.
I'll read
So
the
I came
journal
back
as well
here,
and update
throwing
that
stones
too.
at the window, but she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again. I wore those a lot, not to protect my eyes, but to hide them. I didn't want anyone to know. Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember. Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything. Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion. She still had headaches, she said.
Scribbles furiously. God, the hitboxes on some of these are freaking
She hated
hard.
my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar. One day, that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver. Disgusting, but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
Oh, my
I
stomach
thought I
grumbling
was
in
so
my tummy.
lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from.
It's a sparkly phone.
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him. That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous. Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
It does if you don't know how to do it. God, chemistry holds a lot of surprises for me.
Oh, yes.
Jesus.
Science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship.
Chemistry holds no secrets. My fucking nutsack.
She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring? Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges,
It's a panda.
I knew he was lurking in the shadows. I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room. Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other. Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound.
Trying to make sure I didn't miss any.
She was my friend, and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window. But she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again. La La Land.
Oh, okay. So we already got that. Did I have to look at the orange pills yet?
Have you ever peeled
Oh,
an
yeah, I did.
orange
I did.
so juicy?
Get off me.
I need to find the key.
Juicy. Alright, let's look at the laptop, and I think that's about all the things that I really need to look at. Shadow person. So the password to this is shadow person. It was the thing I picked up under the doormat. And it's an adorable kitty gif! The best part of the game.
One day, I just had to know, what's up with all the cats? She said she admired them. that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be.
Oh, wait, I messed it up.
Bumblebee
Ah!
went missing. Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor.
Alright, give me a second. I messed up the first one. I thought it was over and it wasn't. Ah! Read it! Read it!
Marie, what were you
Whatever,
thinking?
she likes cats. Okay?
You know that's illegal.
Maybe if I exit it and go back. Wait a second. Dang it. Oh,
One
you
day,
okay?
I just
you
had
suck.
to know what's up with all the cats. She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them. Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened.
Or if you had,
no one would
how
have
about that
died.
one?
Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
Yeah. Easy to point the finger at someone else when you could have done something too. Probably. Just saying. Okay, so I think I got everything in here that I know of anyways. So, to figure out the combination to the locker, we look here. 3. The first number. 4 is the next number. 9. Oh, wait, I'm missing something. 3, 4. Oh, there it is. 5. And then I found out through guessing that the last number is 1, so 3, 4, 9, 5, 1.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
9, 5, 1.
Yay!
Hey,
Good
we
work,
did it.
Kelsey.
And then this brings up the end of
my
the game
God.
pretty much. It's a pew pew machine.
The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it. So I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us?
That's what I
Didn't
missed.
know where Marie and I lived.
That broken window
I
and the
always made sure
fucking
of
stone.
that. But he took an orange from his
Whatever.
backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks. I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration. No, that's not what happened. Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that. Hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and... What do you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
I'm gonna have to use some editing magic to get the rock and the broken window into the journal. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I'm pissed. Okay.
Where are you?
I can do it though. He'll be alright.
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar in your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking like forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Yeah, story's pretty messed up. Like, Kelsey is about just as bad as Trevor because she she didn't really deserve Marie as a friend, but at least she got better, I guess, because she was you'll see in Marie's journal, I guess. I don't really need to explain it. And then I'll also add in the rock journal entry and the window when I edit this. So let's read. This is Marie, by the way, all this journal stuff. Go to the first page. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it, as if I were some kind of hero. And I keep telling them the same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I could publish a book, my life story, so they'll stop bugging me. Crazy people. Here for the last one. The last time. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food, and ran. I never realized some of my classmates were actually hungry, so I joined food rescue to help. There. The end. Everyone satisfied? We had a party today celebrating 3 years of food rescue. Everyone was there. All those happy, familiar faces. I loved it. Kelsey came in. I never took her for one of the hungry. I don't think she knows my name, but everyone knows her. She's gorgeous. It surprised me, is all. I could see the shame in her eyes when she had to accept the bag of groceries from me. Still, I couldn't take my eyes off her. This world allows someone like Kelsey Jackson to be hungry. Must be everywhere, so I'm going to fight with everything I've got. Oh my god, they put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races whenever I stop to think about it. Don't think she's all that pleased though. I wonder whether she remembers me from Food Rescue. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Isn't that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that? Our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. I screwed up, but I was worried. I'm still worried, and what else could I do? Kelsey hadn't been in Food Rescue in a while, and I just wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry or something, so I offered her my sandwich. Why did I do that? Now we'll never be friends. Good one, Marie. Really, really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy and walked out. And now we're behind with the project too. I hope we make the deadline. Just stop. Why do you keep writing this shit? I don't know. I know there isn't much news in Orange Grove, but it's been ages. Not literally, but you know. They are never going to find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone so I can forget that whole god-awful night. Some think my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. Truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my head, something snapped and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out, I swear. I think I could have killed him. But the other one got to me before I even knew there were two. I never saw their faces, neither did my dad, so they never caught them. So obviously Kelsey did hit her with the bat, even though she lied about it. I guess she said she didn't smash her in the head with the bat. We're all just matter. That's what Kelsey keeps saying, and she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb. She says she's got nothing to lose, but bam! She didn't even realize what she was saying, or maybe I'm too sensitive. Guess that'll show me. To believe that we were friends. I guess I'm a shadow person after all. I think she's going to break her neck, by the way. See if I care. I love cats, because they're not afraid to be difficult. I'm trying to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey's cute stuff is paid for with Trevor's money. He is such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. She says I'm jealous, as if. Thing is, she thinks she needs him to get away from all this. But she doesn't. She got away from her mom all on her own. Kelsey's the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do that all on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe that herself yet. Fuck, I'm so stupid. I finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on the classic nights at the theater. I went with Ben, loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually freaking hugged her. And she pushed me away. Asked me what I thought I was doing, and that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show and their stupid cheerleader friend. See, that's why Kelsey's a terrible person right there. I feel out of place everywhere outside of this room. She said she was sorry, I know, but fuck. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, and that's not what a friendship should feel like, right? I feel disconnected. She did not want to be my friend. She was embarrassed. Fuck. Okay, I've calmed down a bit. That La night, she was with Trevor, and he is such a fucking asshole. She's different when she's around him. Not that it makes it alright. But she did come straight over to tell me she was sorry. She knows she was wrong. Broke my window with that damn rock. She said if I'd answered the call of the pebbles, she wouldn't have thrown the rock. She's been here ever since. Doesn't have anywhere else to go really, except for Trevor. I'm glad she'd rather sleep here. Right now, as I write this, she's on the bed. Excuse me. Going over some notes from class. I like having her here, and Dad's okay with it. There are good times that make me forget all my troubles seem so far away. Wait a minute, is that a song? Hey, it's a beer bottle. Okay, that's all the stuff I missed. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. They freaking hurt. Have you seen those heels? So I yanked them off her feet and told her not in the bed. She was amused. I can't think why. To be honest, I wish I was a size 9 because they look absolutely gorgeous on Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like a little girl trying on mommy's shoes. You may have noticed, Sweet Journal, that there are less and less F words in these pages. I am so freaking proud. Ha! Only when I go berserk like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window. Then it's hard to keep up. Did you know that as a little girl I used to cuss abundantly trying to extend my vocabulary here? Dad thought it indicated intelligence, and I guess it looked cute up to a certain age, but he said Mom hated it. So every time I used the F word, he made me put a piece of candy in the swear jar. I can't tell you how much that hurt. Every time, because I'd never see it again. I think he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced. Yup, vocabulary extension again. Every time I swore like a madman, mad woman. Must have. She called me her friend today. I'm not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. I have a dream! Kelsey is so angry at the world, like all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I get it. We have a different story to tell. So as a friend, I did the only decent thing. I told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen, not wait for it. I told her to deal again, not drugs, the cards. I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me the most possible hours just to yell at me. Calling me names, threatening me that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do this or that, as if I've got her tied up in here. I now unplug the phone and goes when I go to sleep. Today was a good day. Only 5 emails from Trevor. Only 5. I hope he's finally getting it. She's not coming back. He really holds me responsible for it. I can handle that. If it keeps him away from her. When I saw him in the hallway this morning, he slid his fingers across his throat again. If he wasn't such a scary-ass clown, I'd laugh, but he does scare me. I don't tell Kelsey these things. She shouldn't worry. Kelsey took me swimming in Mr. Jones' pool. I was scared shitless the first time, but 2 cold beers and freshly picked oranges. Chill, best night ever. Took me forever to convince Kelsey to ride a bike because it ain't cool. Our rides are the best, part of the day now. And on this day, we rode them through Mr. Jones's orange grove. In broad daylight, we got home with a basket full of the juiciest golden oranges. I didn't even think about getting caught. The sun orange back there. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I even tried the cops, but they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl, still traumatized. Bump on the head. Didn't do her any good. Fuck. Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey, but she'd go insane and get herself hurt or worse, go back to him. Trevor is dangerous. I know it's him, and there's nothing I can do. They'd never believe me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. That's so sad. I can't sit and watch. I'll have to be fearless. I found this site where you can buy guns off anyone. Not that I meant to shoot anyone, it's just I don't know what to do anymore. It's for my protection, you know. Isn't that what they say anyway? There was this guy who wanted to sell me this totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town somewhere. A little shady, I admit, but with Trevor looking around, I take my chances. There's been another home invasion. Just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time, and the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house? I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big. But Kelsey says it isn't true. That Trevor is a bastard, but would never commit such violent acts. Looking at the torn t-shirt, I think she might be in denial here. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. I regret food rescue. I regret the science project. I regret it all. My father could have died because of me and my inability to pick real friends. Kelsey never was who she said she was. I never really knew her. It turned out it's all been bullshit, and I am so stupid. I should have realized that la night and walked away for good, but because someone died. Right in this room, I made him die. I pulled a trigger, made a bullet pierce his head, made his blood soak the carpet, drip through the cracks into the floor, where it will remain forever. Bear witness to what I am capable of. I can't stay here. Am I the same me? I don't know anymore. I have to fix this. I have to fix me. Away from her, I have to focus on the positives in my life and stop questioning myself. Why did she do that? Why did I do it? Did I deserve this? Am I an evil person? A killer? I shot him in the head for Christ's sake. I could have gone for his leg. Dad calls them intrusive thoughts. I say they're the truth. I am stronger than I look. I can do this. I will go up north to Uncle George, as Dad suggested. Nice and cool up there. I will be able to think and finish high school. I'm leaving this journal because I need a clean slate and fresh pages. I'm sorry. Dear diary, maybe I'll send for you someday, when all of this is long over and I've dealt with being a murderer. Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know because I don't understand any of it. You were my friend and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you. I stood up to him because of you, but you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be alright. New end. That's all she wrote, boys. Dun dun dun. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. That was Marie's room. I'm gonna go edit in those things I missed, and yeah. Thanks for watching as always. And if you could, please like and subscribe. I'll let the credits play, but pretty much bye.
Here. So, where is the journal?
Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my
Alright. So, Rock is here.